You can tell when someone is your person, and you can tell authenticity, and that's what you two have, which is you're a power couple. In today's world, aren't you like known as the #1 transgender power couple?
If you
like,
say so.
I'll take it.
Yeah, done. Like, that's it. Preaching that. That's it. You're inspiring so many people just by being you. By being you. Like, that's what it's about.
The #1 motivational speaker under 40 in the world. Got 1 billion views.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Law of Attraction podcast. I am so excited to be here in the home of two absolute icons. Here we have sat with me someone that I actually went to school with, and wait for it, they are transgender icons. This is sitting here today. We've got an artist designer, we've got a model, actress, star. Like, I've never seen anything like the energy in this space right now. Welcome to the show, and thank you for having me in your beautiful home. Welcome to the show, Gigi Gorgeous Nats Getty.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Thank you. You guys, look, I mean, I love just like vibing and speaking and just going raw. So whoever's listening say, this is going to be raw, this is going to be real. We're just giving you a heads up.
Yes.
You know, this is like one of those moments. We've all been through some major life evolutions. We've all been through so many changes and so many people slamming doors in our faces. How did you deal with yours, and how did you deal with yours when you've been through that moment? I love to go straight to it.
You go first.
Okay, well, I honestly, I'm such a believer in fake it till you make it. We were just talking about that off, like right before we started recording, but I really do believe like nobody's gonna believe it as hard as you are, and if you really exude the job that you want, or the gender that you like are trying to be, or like, you know, like having your soul being shown, I think that if you are just your biggest fan and you drive it home the most, people will just follow suit, and sooner rather than later, people will just be like, oh. And, you know, it's like almost like dressing for the job that you want, not the job that you have.
Yes.
Like, I love that, and I think that that's so important, and it's really, it works.
I love that. Did you become the version of you before you got there?
I feel like I'm always like growing and like learning. So I think I had a vision of what I wanted, and I was very stubborn. I'm an Aries Taurus. So like you can't tell me anything.
How do you feel?
It's a lot going
She's
on.
always right. That's it.
It's
like,
too
she's
much.
Always right.
And hate asking for help, all that stubborn bullshit. And I hate, can we curse on this podcast?
Yeah, babe.
Okay, cool.
Profanity is allowed. Like, this is so, we just be ourselves.
Okay.
Like,
Okay, cool.
unapologetically fucking us.
Fuck. Well, I really like was like, okay, yeah, this is the version of me that I want to be. This is exactly what I'm gonna, you know, be to the world. This is what I'm gonna get done. This is gonna be my name change, everything. Like, speaking in transgender terms, once you like initiate that, you're like, oh, you know, this is what I'm feeling inside.
Wow.
There's a lot of changes for a lot of people that want to do it. Some people do nothing, but for me, I was like, I got to do this, that, the other, you know, so I really was like, that's going to be who I am. And then along the process, I was like, I really was just like, I really was escaping that journey within myself, and I wasn't really present during it.
Yeah.
And I think that's important to know too.
Wow. That's powerful, babe. Your journey. You said to me, it was something that really like just struck in my heart. It was like so powerful that you wouldn't be who you are today without her.
Oh, I mean, I don't think I would be alive if I hadn't met G. Because when we met, like, I knew you in boarding school. I dropped out when I was 15. So I was, like, abusing alcohol.
Was it 15?
Yeah, I was 15 when I dropped out.
A baby.
I was abusing alcohol. I got sent to LA to live with a family member that also ran, like, a sober living. Started working with, like, their charity that we would feed like homeless people in Hollywood every single morning, wake up at 5, cook meals, like do the whole thing. Did that for like 5 months. Then I went to rehab for people that were under 18. Was in and out of the program basically between like 15 and like 21 or 20. And then after that I like completely fell apart. I basically, like, I really hated who I was. And I think that I have to attribute like a huge part of it to actually being in boarding school. It was
I know.
such a toxic environment.
I know.
I felt like so oppressed, and like I couldn't be who I truly was because like obviously I'm trans now. I like identify as like a trans man, but like then I was like a girl, but I was attracted to women. I couldn't be like, hey, like I'm gay. Like I lived with 50 other girls. Like they wouldn't have accepted that. Like I'm sure I would have gotten like kicked out of school probably. Like it would have been like a living hell for me. So I kept a huge secret inside. I was miserable. I didn't feel right being like, yo, I'm gay. I didn't feel right identifying as a woman. So I had like all this like inner turmoil, and I, instead of like trying to figure out like, hey, like what is this? I turned to the stuff that like numbs you. So it was like hardcore painkillers, a shit ton of coke, like just bottles and bottles of vodka. Like the lifestyle I was living was like completely unhinged and crazy. And also at the time I was like part-time going to college, but I was modeling too. So there was like an enormous emphasis on like looking a certain way, having a certain attitude. And being the way that I am and the way that I looked, like people, I was signed to an agency, but like they would try and make me go and be like, we want you to wear a dress, we want you to wear heels. And I'd be like, no, I fucking hate it. Like, you're not going to get anything good out of me if I'm being somebody that I'm not. So like this was before it was like cool to be like androgynous and like different and like it was very like gender specific when it came down to like my work, which was modeling. So I completely just like drowned myself in like an eating disorder, hardcore drug abuse, like smoking oxys and roxys like all day long, like so much coke, drinking all day, like never a sober breath. Then I met G. And I swear to
The
God,
sober angel that I am.
You're gorgeous. This is amazing. So what happened?
It was just like, it was the craziest thing. Like, we were going to Paris to be a part of like my brother's fashion show for like Fashion Week. I hadn't slept. I just come from the club. Like I like packed in like 10 minutes. I was like still so fucked up. I think I was like rolling.
You were.
Yeah, I was. Wow. And I saw Gigi at LAX and I was like,
in the airport.
Yeah, and I was like, who is that? Like there was just like something
she has
there,
aura.
and I just was like so drawn to it, and I
It
swear.
was my first time to Paris. I wore like a faux fur jacket
yes,
with my
so
blonde
like,
extensions. I'm
so
like, it's a
extra, and I was
12-hour
like-
flight, but I'm gonna wear my extensions because I gotta land in Paris.
Oh
I get
my
there,
God.
everyone's rail thin, no makeup, hair up. I'm like, what?
Yeah, and like
I'm like, I brought the LA. Like, I was like, what was I
Hello.
thinking? Didn't look on the mood board.
no, again, I like walked in. I have one backpack. I'm like fucking disgusting, like just sweating, greasy, just like horrible. I weighed like 85 pounds. Like it was so fucking gnarly. And I saw G, and there was just like this like instant energy and like chemistry where I was like, oh my God. And then with it, we spent about like 10 days there. And over those 10 days, I spent every second with you. And I just was like, holy shit, the way that you make me feel, the way that you like make other people feel, the way that you look at the world and like interpret things, I was like, this is what I've been missing. It was like the secret sauce that just takes something from being bland and bullshit to just like being like, whoa, this is the best thing that I've ever eaten. Like, I swear to God. And it was Gigi that seriously, like, not to say that in that instant I like got off of everything that I was on. It was a journey and a process, but it was, I fell in love with her instantly, and it was her showing me a new way to like see the world and perceive it and understand like being who you are and being authentic and like true to yourself. And like she just opened up this whole other like part of me that I had been like missing for so long. And you know, she like helped me get off of drugs. Like I'm like happy and proud to say that it's been like at least 5.5 years since I've like smoked a hard pill or done anything like that. Like
that's amazing.
Yeah, none of that.
That's amazing. And this is your answer.
Yeah, none of that.
Babe, that's
Unacceptable.
beautiful. So you were just like, no.
Just, yeah, and she was just like the catalyst for change, because I think that when G met me, like she definitely saw that I was like struggling, but I don't think she knew like the severity of how much I was like in pain and like struggling internally. So like we instantly just bonded, connected. Like, I fell in love with her, like, immediately. Came back to LA, hung out more and more, but then she would see, like, certain behaviors in me, like, I can smell that you just, like, lit up a bunch of tinfoil in my bathroom, and I'm, like, really pissed off about it. Or, like, hey, you just drank a fifth of vodka, and it's, like, 11:30 in the morning. What the fuck are you doing?
Oh my God.
Like, you're about to get behind, like, the wheel of a car. Like, are you a lunatic? Like, what's going on? And it just came down to a moment of, like, you gotta pick, because, like, I don't like the way that you live your life and the way that you treat me. Like, you're not being Nats when you're this fucked up. And I made a decision, and it was because she was like, pick, you can keep doing this and die.
This is so similar with my own. Remember I was telling you earlier my own story with my husband. I literally told him, like, it wasn't, he didn't have the addiction. Bear in mind, I was the one that had the addiction. So it was more like, you know, when you, like, deflect your own pain onto somebody. That's
what's
what
it called? Project.
Yeah. So I was projecting what I've been through, telling him to stop. So I get that. So what happened then?
It wasn't an ultimatum necessarily, but let me first say, so I never really was, like, around addiction at all. Like, it doesn't run in my family. Nobody around me really, like, had, I mean, people party, of course. And I moved to LA, like, everyone here is, like, on drugs and crazy.
But casually. Like, it's, like, at the club, like, once in a while, like, for me, it was like a morning, noon, night.
Yeah, I had never really seen it like that, so I didn't judge it right away.
Yeah.
But, like, I had a connection with Nats right away. I think that I gravitate towards authenticity, and I think that that's something that people, they dull in themselves. When they're gravitating towards someone, they're like, well, that's not a good look. This won't further me. Da-da-da. They don't listen to, like, the animalistic instinct within them. Like, this person is fire. I love it.
Yes.
You know?
I totally agree. Like, when we meet somebody, this could be friends or relationships.
Yes.
You fucking know.
Yes.
You like the way we just, like, today, like, we'd never met, but yet it was like the way you open your door and you're like, like, I just knew. I was like, yeah, I get that. I can see that. Like, it, you know, it made sense, right? And, like, you can tell when someone is your person, and you can tell authenticity, and that's what you two have, which is, you're a power couple. In today's world, aren't you, like, known as the #1 transgender power couple?
If you
like,
say so.
I'll take it.
Yeah, done. Like, that's it. Preaching that. That's it. You're inspiring so many people just by being you. Like, that's what it's about.
And you know what's also so crazy? So when we met, I was very public with my life, public with my story. That literally was, like, my career. I hadn't written a book. My movie was just about to come out, my documentary. It's called This Is Everything. Gigi Gorgeous, look it up.
Oh, we will. I'm putting all the links below, you guys. Like, if you didn't get that, it's right there. Wait, what? Can we just touch on that for 1 second and go on to the story?
Yeah.
Where is it? Where can people find it?
So it was one of YouTube's first movies. It's called YouTube Originals.
Oh my God, I fucking know it.
Yeah, it's called This Is Everything, Gigi Gorgeous.
Buzz.
I've had people, it was like one of the first. I think there was, like, they rolled out like 3 or 5, and I was one of the first. And we premiered at Sundance. It was such a moment. But I've had people, it's basically my transgender journey, self-filmed.
Yeah, full
like 80% of it is
yeah.
fully just me holding the camera. And then, like, when we got the deal and everything, then the film crew came.
Right.
But it was, like, literally from age, like, birth to, like, 25.
You knew.
Yeah, just like filming the whole thing is so crazy.
And I've had people too. I've had people too, like, be like, oh, my parents, like, really aren't open to me, like, being out as transgender, or, like, they don't get it. And then they watch the movie with them, and they're like, oh, it, like, completely humanizes the whole experience.
Wow.
So
but
it's
it
like,
should be fucking humanized anyway. Like,
people just don't get it, and it takes, like, someone.
We want to be. I just said to Nats earlier, we are not the same person. In fact, Ricky, who's actually here right now, taught me this. You are not the same person that you are 15 minutes ago, let alone a year ago or 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, I can't associate with who I was when I was a webcam girl 10 years ago. But I had a drug addiction too. So I had no choice but to pay somehow for my life and my addiction. And the only way to do that was through, you know, getting it out online. That was all I could do. That's all that was working for me. So yeah, I don't speak to anyone I went to school with because we don't associate. You've got the same thing. We went to the same place. You know, we don't associate like that. And then when I say to people, look at who I am today, don't look at who I am. And yeah, she's on stage with these people and she's fucking a best-selling author and she's the #1 motivational speaker by Forbes. Don't look at me now. Look at how many times I've fallen down and got back up. Because that is my journey. How many times I was told, you're never going to be anything. How many times I was put on my face and they said, no, you're never going to amount to anything. Like, this is you. You're this girl from before. That's bullshit. We can evolve.
Yeah.
We can change. How do you want to tell our audience today, like, tips on how they can become that version of them, whoever that is?
I think, so we all have this, like, I hate to bring it to, like, RuPaul.
No,
like,
no,
Drag
go
Race.
there,
So
go
I always reference RuPaul, and it's so great.
I love that.
Huge fan of RuPaul's Drag Race, obviously, but I feel like, so I heard him speak one time, and he said that there's always this inner saboteur within us. There's always this person saying, you can't do it, you're not smart enough, you're not beautiful enough, you're not qualified enough, all of those negative thoughts that bring us down. I also think that there's a voice in the back of our heads telling us what is tea, like what is really true, who you should be, what you should be doing. There's always that thought. Maybe it's not as loud as the negative thoughts, because I mean, I'm sure you know, we certainly do. Thousands of comments, amazing, beautiful, positive comments, compliments. One comment that's negative can bring you down and ruin your day, just like that inner saboteur, the negative thoughts. But I think that there's also a thought in there. It's like a rationalized, just real, grounded, authentic like voice. And I think that everybody has that. And the sooner you start listening to that, it's like, it's just gonna boost your happiness, boost your serotonin. Like if you just wake up every day and you're just like, I am unapologetically myself. I'm doing what I want, or I'm striving to do what I want, because I feel like we are just like forever growers. Like we're never really done evolving, or our journey is never like complete. So I feel like the sooner you start listening to that, like what do I really want to do? Who do I really want to be? And I think that everybody really knows deep down.
Yes.
But it's also so nice, like having like YouTube and having people online, like being really vocal. Because when I started my YouTube channel, I did not know anybody else that was transgender.
So you've pioneered the way for others to be heard, loved, and seen.
It was a definite journey for me. But like now you go online, there's hundreds, if not thousands of like coming out as transgender videos. Like you see, like even my documentary, you see the whole thing. So that's another beautiful thing. Something you could see online will just like spark you and be like, oh my God, that's me. That's my aha moment.
I love that. Okay, and you? Well, like things like, when it hits you and you feel like there's people trying to bring you down, there's, they're trying to hold you back, or or maybe your inner critic. Maybe it's your own imposter syndrome, right? Which we all deal with.
Yeah, for real. I think I had like a severe imposter syndrome, and also just like the people that I was around from literally boarding school up until we met and I kind of cleared my life out of a lot of people. There was like a decent, maybe like 6+ years where everyone around me, I was positive, were people that loved me, looked out for me, cared about me, like gave a shit about me, when in fact they loved the fact that I was down on myself, fucking on drugs. They loved keeping me docile because they were stealing from me, taking advantage of me, and just doing everything that they could to like make personal gains and like keep me like basically subdued. I met G, seriously the just biggest catalyst for change ever.
So love, basically.
Love and meeting
so
somebody
beautiful.
that knew exactly who the fuck they were, didn't care what anybody thought, no matter what anybody says.
I mean, not true. I totally am like so insecure
for this. Like,
I met her and I was like, oh my God, like these people fucking suck. Like they don't actually care about who I truly am. They're not helping me try to strive to be better or like become more authentic. Like they're keeping me in a like standstill position, whereas like I should be moving forward with every single second of my life. And so when we got together, it just kind of just unleashed this insane energy and power to just want to like spend each day figuring out like, yo, who am I today? Who am I going to be tomorrow?
Love that.
How can I be better? What do I want to accomplish? What do I want to do? And like that's how like I started like flourishing as an artist. That's how I like ended up launching my entire like fashion line. It went from,
which is fucking amazing. I
just strike oil, everyone.
Like
you don't have any strike oil in your closet, you're missing
went from
out.
just me like making like bullshit hats like online
so cool
to a full. I have a studio now. I have people that like work with me. Like it just was like Gigi was the catalyst for change and finding like a group of people that support you and love you and like want to see you succeed. Like people you surround yourself with, that is just the biggest game changer.
That is powerful. You know what? I do agree with you. When you surround yourself with 5 people who are amazing. So you've got like Gigi, you've got like Erica right here.
Right.
You've got Nats, that's 3. Okay, so the 3 of you plus your other 2, right? So now you guys are all elevating. You're all becoming better, because when we hang out with people who are toxic or don't vibe like us, they bring our average down.
Your average. I was gonna say, I watched your Instagram today. I was like, average. Yeah. It's so true.
Just wanted to jump in here quickly and say I am so excited to announce that my new book, Be It Until You Become It, is out in August, and you can get your hands on a pre-order copy right now. It'll be delivered to you when the book is released, but right now you can pre-order that book. And I just want to give you something, as well as getting the book as a gift from me to you. I am giving away a bonus Be It Until You Become It program with video content worth $500 right here as a gift for you for free for downloading and buying that new book today. When you get a copy of that book, just make sure you go back and put the receipt into the beituntilyoubecomeitbook.com website, where you'll be able to receive your free gift. And there is so much more epic content coming up for you until the book is released. Be It Till You Become It, as you can hear in the title, is about becoming the version of you that you want to become before you become them. It's about the neuroscience behind the law of attraction, the ancient wisdom behind the law of attraction, and everything that goes into you becoming that best version of you. It's my 12-step manual, the guide that I have done to become a best-selling author, from being broke and homeless to living in my dream homes. I was a single mom only 3 years ago. This is the bulletproof method that I have used to get to where I am now. You see, life is a movie. You get to choose your character and write your script. So who do you want to be? I hope you enjoy the book as much as I enjoyed writing it. The link is below. Listen, and we are an average of the 5 people we spend time with. Yeah. Check this out.
Yeah.
If we did this exercise and I was like, give me the 5 things that you look for in a friend. Tell me, just give me the top 3. Give me 3 things.
Honesty. Like brutal honesty.
Yeah.
If I ask you a question, I want to know the fucking answer.
Yeah.
Or if just don't beat around the bush.
No.
Give it to me.
Give it to me.
Give it to
let's
me.
go
Even
right
if it's
there.
embarrassing, humbling,
let's go
whatever.
right there. Yeah.
Honesty,
Yeah.
maybe humor,
Yeah.
and maybe like compassion.
Love it. Give me yours.
Loyalty.
Oh,
like
that's
to
a
the
good
death.
one.
I've been like fucked over so many times. It's just beyond. First thing I look for is like loyalty, truth, compassion, and love.
So hold these things.
Yeah.
When I met my husband, I said to him, I don't have any friends. He was like, what do you mean? Like, you got your phone's ringing off the hook. I was like, no, you know what this means. He's like, I don't have any friends.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't have anyone I can truly pick up the phone to and say, I'm fucking stuck. Can you help me?
I feel like I'm hurting.
Horrible.
And so that was only like a year and a half ago, realizing. And so I've already come through my journey from 2018.
Because all your friends were junkies?
Just like shitty people.
Like
just like
same.
Not ride or dies. Just
Yeah.
like people that don't. Like, I got a table at Bootsy. They're like, yeah, I'm
Boom.
down. I'll be
hate
there.
that.
Yeah.
But like,
Everyone
I call you
needs
on
someone.
Sunday and I'm telling you that like, you know what, my heart hurts. I feel like shit. They don't answer the fucking phone.
No,
like
exactly.
that kind of shit.
They don't have your back. And so for me, going through that journey was really hard. Now, why do I mention that? Why do I ask you your qualities? Because when you say these qualities now, list the top 3 people that you hang out with, right? Whoever they are. We don't have to do this out loud, but like, you're going to think of your top 3. Okay,
Yeah.
You've got your 3. Now, in your mind, put them in order of the 3 that you hang out with. So who do you hang out with first? Is it Amy? Is it Hannah? Is it Harrison? I'm just throwing out random fucking names, okay, yeah? I'm not going to like throw out, but like 3, okay? In order. Now, if you were actually to write this in a little graph, look at the person you hang out with the most, and then every quality you've just listed. How compassionate and loyal is that person? If they rate under a 4 out of 5, Okay?
It's not cute.
It's not cute, but check this out. The person you hang out with the most is usually the person who ranks the lowest.
Why?
Because it's like an addiction.
Wouldn't it be the most?
That's how it should be for most
Ew, I'm
people.
having a realization.
Yeah, me
Maybe
too.
it is.
I'm,
Somebody in our life.
Can I sit with you after this and we do this exercise?
Yeah, please.
Oh my God, ew.
Babes, I go into people's, like, you know,
I
who
feel
hang out with, like,
it.
I help people, like,
So
transform.
wait,
This is
go
like-
more into that.
Okay,
It's an addiction.
So it's an addiction. It's
A negative addiction. It's
so
not cute.
It's not good. It's an addiction where either you ask that person and you know the answer you're going to get, so you ask them and you want to be around them because they're a yes man.
Okay.
And they're going to give you that answer. Or it's an addiction because you like their gossip and drama for some weird reason.
I do love gossip.
And you know that it's like hurting you, but somehow it feels good, and you've been told this person isn't good. You know you've had the red flags. You've seen them, but it's just not right. Now, the person you hang out with the most, usually maybe they're across state, whatever, they're somewhere, you know you want to be with them more, but you know you're not, and I bet you they mark 5 out of 5, 5 out of 5, 5
Right,
out of 5.
all the qualities.
So it's about moving it around, because we end up socializing with people who either make us feel good, which means we need validation from someone else when we don't. We don't need validation. If we feel amazing in ourselves, if we wake up like you do every day now, and you wake up feeling like, yes, I'm Gigi Gorgeous, everything's happening is for me, and I am gorgeous, and my life is amazing, bitch. So that's what I'm saying in my head. That's what I'd be saying if I was you, right? And you know you are. But the person that you may be inside might not match it. So you seek validation from other people in the areas you lack. Yeah. So it could.
I feel like I might. I love validation.
I'm gagging a little bit.
Okay, so
Who are you thinking of? Whisper it to me.
When we
Whisper it.
sit,
Because I feel like I'm thinking of the same person.
when we sit after this, I'm gonna do it with you. You're gonna like
You,
freak
yeah, no,
out.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
You're gonna freak out, because the truth is, you literally wake up and go, this is why this is not happening around me, because your outer reality is a direct reflection of your inner self-beliefs. So if you believe inside, I'm a commitment phobe, I don't like having someone too close to me, or maybe I like way too much gossip, or whatever these negative things are, the addictions, they are addictions.
Right.
You will attract somebody to you who like fuels on that energy. You're like a vampire to it. They're a vampire on you. You are a magnet of whatever you give out, but it's what you really give out. Because we can fake it till we make it, but that's why I say be it till you become it, because whatever is really going on is going to be around you in your people, your places, and events. Can I drop some neuroscience for you?
Do it.
Okay, so in the lower part of your brain, we have a part of it called the reticular activating system.
Okay.
It filters 2 million bits of data every second, colors and sounds and things you see. How does it work? It shows you what you deem as important.
Okay.
What do you deem as important?
What's it called again?
The reticular activating system. It's in the book.
Look, I want to get that tattooed across my chest.
Check this out. It shows you what you deem as important. So, what do you deem as important? Anything that you focus your mind on is what your reticular activating system deems as important. So, if you are thinking, I'm unworthy, I'm not good enough, I love fucking craziness, I like drugs, whatever the bad belief is inside of you, your reticular activating system will show you evidence around you in people, events, and places that are drawn to you to show you the evidence that your belief system is real. So if you are having a bad belief system, now you got to wake up, you got to pull it out. It's a weed. Take it out the garden, replant the seeds of love, joy, compassion, of good beliefs. Like, I am Nats Getty and I'm fucking amazing. Like, the world loves me. I'm the best fucking artist. I attract amazing people to me. You feel good in yourself. You truly believe it. Now, your reticular activating system around you will show you evidence in people, events, and places, friends in that people zone, to prove your new belief system is real. Does this make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
You're having a fucking wake-up call. Yeah. So this is like, okay, I need to change what's going on inside of me. This is why I work with people who have everything.
Right.
Everything. Like, there's so many things, and you know you're in the limelight, so you understand this at a core level. Everything is so amazing, but what we go to bed feeling, only we know. What we wake up feeling. And we need people around us who support you on your growth, on your evolution, who want to be there for you, but are going to give you the fucking answer you need.
Wow. Mind blown.
So when
Nats is crying.
Oh, baby.
Major.
You know what? We'll do a session after this, and we'll go deep because I wanna help.
Can you see chakras, like, or colors?
I don't see colors. I don't see chakras. I sense energy.
Oh, okay.
So
I want to know what color I am.
I know already. We'll talk about it after. I know exactly what this is. This is so real.
Really?
This is truth. This is a knowing. I know exactly what this is. And I always say to people, I don't even need to know what's happened. I just need to know what energy you're feeling.
So good.
I just
You have a
need to
gift.
know. I truly want to help everyone feel their best because I know what it was like when I was stuck, when I was lost, when I felt like, I just felt like, who am I? What is going on inside of me to attract this fucking chaos around me? Like, I lost everything when I lost my health. When I had my autoimmune disease, I felt like I had fucking nothing. When you lose that, you have nothing. But then when you lose these other parts and you feel so alone and you feel like I'm married and I still feel lonely. Like I'm married and I'm married to my soulmate, but I still feel lonely. We have times which are so hard for us, but so powerful. Can I tell you something? You don't grow from the good times. You grow from the bad. You grow from the challenge. When you feel uncomfortable, just know that is where you're meant to be. What you're going through right now, baby, this is real. This is what you're fucking meant to go through because you aren't gonna fucking grow from the good times. You're gonna grow from the hardest challenges and the bullshit. That's where we grow from. And that is when imposter syndrome, it's like wearing a bit of armor and you fucking pound it off you. And you say, get off me because I'm growing. That's how I know when I'm really having imposter syndromes, when I feel really fucking uncomfortable. Like I'm about to go on stage last week to 5,000 people, got fucking like Mark Cuban there, like Paris was there, like I think like the list is fucking like I'm like feeling fucking nervous, yeah? And then I'm like, I can do this. And I just break through because your breakdown becomes your breakthrough. What you think is to rip away from you, what you think is to ruin you and take from you, is to build you. And look at who you are today and who you're becoming. And when we do this again in a year, when we sit, this is going to be so fucking powerful for everyone to see. Like, boy, they were already rocking, but you can go up higher.
Yes, always
and
higher.
Yes, you can, because the goalpost always moves. Are you working on anything at the moment?
I am. I want to say something really quick too about this. I feel like it almost mirrors. So I was listening to this podcast. I forget which one it fucking was, but I heard that your biggest downfalls financially, emotionally, spiritually, whatever it may be, are the best moments. And when I heard it, I was like, no fucking way. Wow. Thinking about myself, I'm like, I know that I've hit rock bottom several times. I'm like, that was not the best point of my life. Then I really like resonated with it. I was doing my makeup, so I had like a good hour, in front just to sit with my thoughts. And it really did click with me. And I feel like you just said that. It's very much like, it makes you grow. It changes your mindset. It really, like when you do have the hardest moments, like we all have sitting on this couch, it's very much like a game changer in that way.
Wow.
And it didn't click initially, but it really does now. And like, I'm going through something right now. I'm not going to say, girl, get out of here, obviously. But I really feel like it is going to be something that is going to make me so much stronger in the long run. And it's good that happened. These things happen.
You've got it. And do you know why? Because when we look back on anything with retrospect, anything at all, choose it. Anything you've been through in your life, pick that moment.
Car crash.
Okay, give me a moment that was heavy.
Shit.
Oh no, that's not real.
But yeah, I was like, wait,
I was just thinking something. I was thinking something horrible.
I was like, I don't think you've ever been in one.
No, I've never.
Okay,
Oh my God!
give
Knock
me-
on wood.
Give me just give me a time that was like off the top of your head when you've been through something that was
When my mom died.
okay. That's heavy. Give me something.
Mom related, won't say it. But
Okay, yeah, something. Okay, so here, check this out. Now we look back on it with enough time between the circumstance and where we are now, and I guarantee when you look back on anything you've been through, you cannot say anything other than a lot grew for me then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
100%. 100%.
You cannot. You can't even say, I hate the world. Why did that happen to me? No. You'll say that happened to me because I wouldn't be who I am now.
Yeah.
You may not have met each other if this. When did your mom? Was it before?
It was 10 years ago.
See, I knew it was before this.
Mm-hmm.
That moment led you down the aisle to your dream.
I believe that. I believe everything happens for a reason. I'm a
Everything.
firm believer. Firm believer in that. And I also think like if that didn't happen, where would I be? But like I don't even like focusing on that because it is such, you could get down such a rabbit hole thinking like, well, what if? Like, and that's my biggest thing, death. It's my biggest thing. It's my biggest like hugest life change. I hate when people die. I hate when things don't last forever.
Yeah.
I hate it. And I think I would obviously not have that if I hadn't have lost her.
Yeah.
And I think that it was just a huge turning point. I'll never look at life the same.
What made you probably realize that nothing in life is permanent.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
it made
it's
you
fleeting.
right, and it made you appreciate what you do have. Because now you want to make it last. Now you understand the power of choosing your days. Because at the end of this year, it's either going to be filled with 365 excuses or results.
Yes.
And what's it filled with?
Yes. Results. Always.
Yes, always.
Always.
Babe, I love that. Oh my God. Okay, so tell me what you're working on now. I want to hear this. Or something that you, like, that you want to reveal. Like, that you want people to follow you on, or like...
Well, I mean, I'm across all social medias.
Amazing.
All
I'm gonna
the
put
time.
all their handles below so you guys can see everything anyway.
Yes. Well, I'm actually working on something that I've done before, and it was really near and dear to my heart. It made such an impact, very similar to something that you've done. And it will be my second something of this, so that's really exciting. I'm very, very excited.
Obvious.
Am I?
Like either like one of three things.
Yeah, well, guess.
It could have been a threesome.
Good luck. Yeah, hello. Could have been your panties you broke the other night.
Yeah, babe. That was so fucking loose. Going into someone's house and like...
Wait, what does loose mean? Every
Loose
single
is
time you've said...
unhinged.
Oh, okay.
Unhinged.
It's like the
Yeah.
British unhinged.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna start saying that.
Oh my God, we love it. Okay, so basically, yeah, having my panties break in the house of like two fucking TV stars who I'm like meeting in person for the first time, but know her really well, like dope, fine, but never met the husband. He was swimming in the ocean outside while we were doing it inside, and then I'm in the loo and like I'm like we're literally running to it, and then snap, like the fucking thong flies off. and then so I was telling you earlier, I was looking at the fucking bin and there was no lid on the motherfucking bin.
So you're like, I'm not gonna put my panties in a lidless bin.
Weird.
I was like, I would have eaten them. I would have just eaten them.
Lingerie, like it looks like
He's cheating.
Yeah, like why is
You're gonna
black
set him up.
lace lingerie?
Yeah.
It's like
At
a
least it
movie.
wasn't red.
Can you imagine if you walked into the house and saw that and like downstairs you would like
I would torch the house on fire.
Yeah,
with you in it.
Exactly. So then the husband finds it. That's awkward as fuck. The maid finds it and shows it. Or worse,
Drama.
she finds it and says,
Yeah.
"Why are you leaving panties for my husband? Because it ain't for me."
Uh-huh.
Like, I told you, like, I don't swing like that.
A
So
mess.
I'm like,
Just a mess of a situation.
so messy.
Love it.
Tell me
That's
a messy.
loose.
Have you guys loose? Yes. Tell me
Yeah.
a loose situation. Have you guys ever had something like recently that was just like loose as fuck or unhinged?
Oh, I'm sure. Oh, yeah.
probably.
We gotta think of a good one. Erica, you wanna brainstorm? Gotta think
Where
of
do
a
I
good one.
start?
I
Oh
know,
my
right?
God.
For everyone who's listening, Erica's like the beautiful fourth person in this room.
Yeah, she's
Um,
on the sideline.
I'm the
And,
sister wife.
yeah,
Oh my god. Oh my god, stop. I love it.
but you are gorgeous, by the way.
Thank you.
You'll probably find your handles on your
Oh,
page.
yeah.
Yes, Erica Joe.
I mean, we just get like fucking unhinged. Like when we're
We really
in our
do.
like crew of people that we like love,
safe
trust,
with.
feel
Yeah,
safe with,
yeah.
especially here. It feels like a compound. We're inside like a safe perimeter. There's like a fence and a gate that goes all the way around. So it's like, let's turn the music up.
Yeah.
Let's
yeah.
do whatever the fuck that we want.
Yeah.
It's like people are naked in the pool,
Yeah.
fucking
Of course.
swinging from
That's
the
the least of our
chandeliers. Like we just like
I love
get
it.
into it and like
love
you know like once in a while like obviously I'm like totally like reformed now and like I don't like rage the way that I used to, but like once in a while it's like nice to have a fucking nice time.
Yeah,
And just
yeah.
like be ridiculous with your
And
friends.
and just
like,
have an amazing time.
and just like
Yeah,
not feel
yeah.
judged, not
No.
feel like any type of way, and just like be exactly how you want to be in that
Yeah.
moment.
We didn't come
love
this
it.
far
if I may
to.
say, like a month ago, me and Gigi were like hosting interviews at this urinal
What?
inside of a random
Right.
bathroom.
Men's bathroom.
Yeah.
What?
At a club here.
This
Yes.
is so good, but why were you doing the
we were
interviews
bored
in
and we
the
were just
urinal?
interviewing
Just for
every
fun.
man
Because
that
they're
would come and like
lunatics.
urinate.
Oh, that's so
Where
good.
Like she would handle the urinals,
Oh,
I would
this
handle the
is
soap.
So
Yes.
good.
So we get like a double take on these guys.
And I was sitting at
That's
the
just like,
table being
where
like,
are you?
guys have been
We
gone
were in there for like 45 minutes.
Like, where did
Honestly.
you go? Did you leave me here? Like,
Oh, and that's just sitting there like, what the fuck are
Yeah.
you doing?
We took
Oh my
pictures
God.
with them.
Yeah.
No.
Mhm.
Life
And
is too
did
short.
you hire anyone?
No, I was just. It
Oh,
was,
you weren't hiring them to be your maid.
No,
No,
well,
it was
Well.
literally just.
I thought you were like hiring them to be your like.
just purely fun.
I'm so like, oh my god, I love
No, we were
that.
It
all
was
just,
really
like, we were
fun.
sitting
Oh my
down,
God.
having dinner, having drinks. They both like bounced. They were like, "Oh, we're gonna go pee. Like, be right back." 45 minutes. I'm like, "Yo, where are you?" They're like, "Oh, sorry, we got caught up. Coming back right now."
Just a bunch of twiddly fucks.
Oh my
They
God.
were just like interviewing people in the bathroom for no reason. They weren't even recording.
This is
No, it was
so
so joke.
good.
It was
This is
like
so good.
ridiculous.
Oh my god, I love this
It's
shit.
always
That
fun
should be
shit.
its own show in itself.
100%.
Oh my god, we need part 2 of this, you guys. We need
Probably.
part 2. Okay. Oh my god, let's like just leave them with some beautiful final words. If this is deep, okay? So this is deep. Close your eyes for 2 minutes, and I want you to visualize me naked. No, I'm joking.
Oh my god.
Easy. I already did.
I want you to visualize this. I want you to visualize your 7-year-old self, the sweet, innocent version staring up at you, just saying vulnerably, I want to be loved. And I want you.
That's sad.
Yeah. And I want you to keep your eyes closed. I want you to tell them a message from now.
Like out loud?
Yeah.
You go nuts.
No.
Okay, I'll go. You're a pretty, pretty girl. And you will be loved. You'll be adored. Not only loved, adored.
Can you give us yours?
And you deserve it.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And I'm just kidding.
Are you
I'm just kidding. I'm just
joking?
kidding. I'm just kidding.
You're worth it. Like, you matter.
That's beautiful. Okay, you can open your eyes again. And we just give that to our inner child every day. If we just told our inner child these words every day, do you know how much better our lives would be? Knowing actually, yeah, we're these adults in these bodies. But actually, at the core, we're just children. We're just having fun.
Mm-hmm.
And if we told those innocent children, you're going to be something, everyone's lives would be better. Because now they have the confidence. And they have the true belief in themselves that they're going to go somewhere, that they're going to make a change in this world. And I think you guys are making a massive change. So thank you
Well, we
so
love
much for
you.
coming. Love you guys. I love you guys so much. Thank you for letting
You're
me into your
everything.
beautiful house. Guys, if you've enjoyed today as much as me, thank you for tuning in. We've had an absolute blast. It's been so emotional. We've all been like in tears and just like what an amazingly raw episode. Probably actually my favorite episode we've ever done. on
Oh,
the show.
shut up.
No,
I knew you were going to
legit.
say something
I've never
like
said
that.
it. If you listen to my show, This is like just blown me away. I'm so excited. If you've enjoyed this, share it with a friend. Tag a friend today. Send this to a friend who's gonna be moved by it. Who needs that like upliftment. Who needs something. They need that breakthrough no matter what they're going
Send it
through.
to somebody in boarding school in England.
Yeah.
It gets better, guys. It gets better.
Yeah.
Not all hope is lost. Look at these two.
I swear to God, your life will change.
Yeah,
We need to send it to your
if
class
you leave.
or your house.
Oh my God, so yeah.
Literally, like, hey guys.
We're gonna let's make one after. Oh my God, guys, thank you for tuning in. We love you. Mwah. Bye. I hope you enjoyed today's show as much as I did. Thank you so much for listening in. I'm so grateful to each and every one of you for spending your time here today on the Law of Attraction podcast. And for those of you that write reviews, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Thank you so much to every one of you, because it's through your words that this show grows. It's through your time and sharing it with friends that this knowledge can go viral, that this wisdom that we share here on the show can reach hundreds of millions of more people all over the world who also are looking to improve their lives, to better their lives in some way. So thank you so much for that. I hope you enjoyed it, and make sure that you hit subscribe if you're not yet a subscriber, so that you are able to get all these shows delivered right to you twice a week, every single week. And we always have the coolest rock stars and guests on this show. So no doubt you're going to enjoy the next one as much as you did this one. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name's Natasha Graziano. Make sure you hit that link and get your free gift below, where you can take away something and practice it today. Thanks again.